Hi everyone. Today I want to show you a few ways that you can use a fully inflated squishy ball to work on leg strength and stability. So take a few moments to gather up a chair, have a seat, inflate your squishy ball, and let's begin together. Okay. So I'm going to suggest that you sit to the front edge of your chair, and a firm chair as opposed to a couch or something softer will work better for this because you'll be able to maintain your posture much more easily. So go ahead and place your ball between your knees and just kind of look down at your toes and see where they are. So you want to make sure that your feet are not out wider than your knees or in closer together than your knees. For this exercise, you want to be in a parallel position. All right. So there's a little bit of magic that happens when we engage the muscles of the inner legs, or really this midline of our body. And that magic is that it also awakens the sides of our bodies and the oblique abdominal muscles. So let's just try something for a moment here. Sitting tall, trying not to round your posture, particularly as we begin to contract the abdominal muscles. Just finding that easeful length. Let's take a breath in. And as you exhale with a soft sigh, give that ball a little squeeze. And think about drawing in the sides of your ribs or your waistline. Now just relax everything. Take another breath in. And again, with this exhale, think draw in your belly. Draw in the sides of your body. Let's just try that one more time. Breathing in, relaxing your legs. And as you breathe out, squeeze the ball. Hug your belly muscles in. And think draw in the sides, draw in the rib cage. And just let all of that relax. Give that a little bit of a wiggle. So even though we are focusing on the legs, we can also make this a core body exercise. And that's how we're going to begin the first part of this series. So again, just make sure that when you're exhaling, you're not contracting inwards or curling into that cat curl. That's a whole nother exercise, wonderful unto itself. We want to stay lifted and tall and just hug the front of the body to the back, just to kind of wake up a little bit more of that core body support. All right, we're going to do, let's do 5 of these, and you can do as many as you like when you're working on your own, but for today's purposes, let's do 5 slow squeezes on the exhalation and relaxing on each inhalation, just to get in touch with this whole midline center of our body. So let's begin. Growing tall with your in-breath. Let's exhale through the mouth as we squeeze both knees together. Just like we did a moment ago, draw your belly to your back. Pause at the end of that breath. Now breathe in, relax everything. Again, with an exhale, squeeze the ball slowly. Squeeze your belly to your back. Empty all of that old air out. Relax and breathe in. Again, long, slow exhale, squeezing the knees, squeezing the belly towards the back all the way through that breath. Pause at the end. Relax with your inhale, and we'll do 2 more. And squeeze. And relax with your inhale. 1 more time and squeeze. Hugging in, emptying all of that old air out. Keep exhaling a little bit more. Relax and breathe in. And just rest. You can even take that ball away for a moment and do some little knee squiggles. All right, do you feel your center, your core a little bit more? It's a really nice way to work on core strength without bothering the neck at all, without even involving the neck. And it really helps to strengthen a beautiful postural awareness. Okay, now place that ball back between the inner legs again. And we're going to do 10 quick little squeezes here, so it's almost a little pulse. So the hands can be wherever they're comfortable. Again, we're seated tall. And just begin to pulse the legs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. Nice. Okay. Now we're going to do that a little bit more slowly. We're just breathing naturally at this point. You can incorporate your breath really any way that you want to right now, but I'm not going to focus on a specific way to breathe right now. Just make sure that you are breathing and not holding your breath. Okay. So our pattern for this next series is in groups of 5. And so we're going to squeeze both knees in for 5 slow counts. And then we're going to hold one leg steady and the other is going to open and close for 5. We're going to hold. Come back to both knees opening and closing for 5. Hold the other leg steady as the opposite opens and closes for 5. And we finish both legs open and close for 5. Okay? Take a nice cleansing breath. And let's begin nice and slow. We squeeze in both for 1 and 2 and 3. Very intentional. And 4 and 5, and hold that squeeze. Place your left hand on your left knee. It's not going to move, ideally. Your right knee goes out and in. And in 1, nice and slow. Out and in 2. And 3. And 4. And 5, and hold that squeeze. Back to both knees. Out and in 1. And 2, are you breathing? And 3, are you tall? And 4. And 5, and hold that squeeze. Place your right hand on top of your right leg. Your left knee is going to go out. Go out and in 1. Out and in 2, working on some stability. And 3. And 4. And 5, and hold that little squeeze. Now both knees go out and in. And squeeze. Ooh, and squeeze. And last 2. Last 1. Relax. Take that ball away for a moment and just stretch your leg out. Thank you, strong legs. Beautifully done. Let's give that other leg a little shake. Alrighty. So just bring your ball over to your left side for a moment and extend your right leg out. Have a little flex in that foot if you're able to. And let's first just tighten this quad. So your leg ideally will be as straight as possible. And you just want to squeeze these thigh muscles. And notice as you're doing that, there is a feeling of lifting up the kneecap. So squeeze and hold. And then let it go. And then squeeze and hold. And let it go. Just do one more. Squeeze and hold. Keep holding for 1, 2, 3, and relax. Shake that leg out. Good. So this little knee set, we're setting the knee, helps to create some space in the knee joint and begin to find some of these little muscles of the quad around the knee that tend to be a little bit weaker. And we're going to be strengthening those in just a moment. So I want us to be able to find them first. Okay, so now your left leg is extended out, a little flex in your foot if you are able. Just see what it feels like to tighten this quad, squeeze those muscles. Notice that feeling of kind of lifting the kneecap up as you do that. Those muscles are pulling the kneecap up a little and then relaxing it back down. This is a really healthy movement for our knees. You could do a whole bunch of these throughout your day if you are having any knee discomfort, and it would help to bring more circulation and strength and awareness to this area. Okay, let's do this again. So we're going to squeeze tight and hold and relax. Squeeze tight and hold and relax. Last one. We squeeze tight and hold for 1, 2, 3, and relax, and just sort of shake that leg out. Good. Okay. Place that ball between your legs again. All right. So, doing the best that you can here. It might be an itty-bitty movement, or it might be a full extension. So that's between you and your body, knowing that you can always start small and work up to bigger over time. There's no prize for getting into that full leg extension. It's just one possibility in that range of motion. So go to the range of motion that feels good and right and appropriate for you today. Let's take a cleansing breath, breathing in and let it go. Beautiful. Give a little squeeze to that ball. So you can feel this muscular support of all of these muscles up into your hips, through your legs, maybe even a little bit more growing tall. The buttock muscles are engaged here. You can get a little lovely booty lift. And we're going to take our right leg and begin to extend it out, squeezing tight those muscles we just did. And bring it in. Let's alternate legs. So press into that right foot and extend the left leg out, keeping that little squeeze on your ball the whole time and slowly back in. So as we go from side to side, try to minimize any little wiggle wobbles of that ball. Let's add a breath to this one. So let's inhale here. Exhale the left leg out. Hold that little squeeze. Breathe in as the foot comes in. Exhale, extend the right leg out. Belly muscles are hugging in. Inhale, bring that foot back in. Again, exhale, left leg out. Shoulders are soft. They don't need to be doing anything at all here, and we have one more set. Breathing in. Exhale, right leg out. Squeeze. Inhale, come in. Last time, exhale, left leg. Inhale, come in. Let that ball go. Do some little windshield wipers, whatever you need to do to stretch things out. It might feel nice even just to come over into a little hamstring stretch after all of that. Spending a breath or two or longer on each side. And just congratulate yourself for a job well done. I'll see you in the next video.